So on Instagram, I'm doing a series from zero to funded, from funded to payout, and we recently hit a payout, but that's not the important part. The important part is how you, on that side, can get consistent payouts even if they're small. Because once you find a firm that's reliable, that's trustworthy, that has a bi-weekly payout cycle, that's all you need in order to scale. And just to talk about the payout real quick, I was surprised at how fast it actually got processed, because I requested it at 7 p.m. and I immediately got it on the next day at 1 p.m. Less than 24 hours just to get the payout approved and sent to me. And it is small, but here's the important part. If you can get 500 bucks twice in a month, because it's a bi-weekly payout cycle, that is already 1K. And that's only from one account. Imagine if you have two, that's 2K. If you have more and then bigger accounts, that's even bigger numbers. And that's how you are going to scale. Because here's what most people do wrong once they finally get funded. They struggle a lot during the challenge phases. They buy challenges below them, buy challenges below them. And once they make it to the funded and they have finally the opportunity to make money, they immediately strive to make huge returns. Where you shouldn't. Your first goal once it comes to being funded is to get back on your losses. Right? With one funded, for example, I lost the first account. I lost the second account. Then I finally managed to get funded and made back all my investments. And the most important part isn't if the firm has good prices or has an easy challenge, is if the firm actually pays out. Because the sad thing I see a lot of you guys doing is going with the scammy firms where you buy a challenge and you blow it. You blow multiple challenges, and once you get to the funded stages and you finally get yourself a payout, they deny your request. So here's what you should do once you get funded. You should make some profit, regardless of how small it is, and just request it. No matter if it's 1%, 2%, and you do that consistently. Every bi-weekly payout cycle, you request some, and you then later scale with more and bigger accounts. And what you shouldn't do is strive for these home run payouts, which for one, you're most likely not gonna achieve it, and you're putting a whole nother problem challenge on your back where you have a funded account. Second, it's most likely going to get denied because either the firm doesn't want to pay that big amount to you or you were gambling in order to achieve it. Plus, it is a hard thing to do. So if you go to plus 5%, but then because you're striving for 10, you end up going back to 0 or even blowing an account, you're just leaving money on the table. Plus, if you're already pausing your payout cycle. I know this sounds like some common sense, but there's actually some guys that do this. They see the opportunity of making real money and they forget all the losses they went through in order to achieve that funded account. And this is a cycle I followed in order to scale. And what you should do is first focus your attention on getting funded. This could be with a 35K account, for example. You get the payout, 2% equates to 500 bucks besides the 80% profit split, and you reinvest it back into other profit challenges. So you got 25K funded, you can now strive to go for the 50Ks, and two of them cost 500 bucks, which you can cover the expenses thanks to your payout. And then from those reinvestments, those two challenges, you strive to get funded on them. Now you have 25K plus at least one of the 50Ks, and now your payouts are not just 500 bucks, but because you have a 50K, which is double, now it's 1K. And then you're getting these on a bi-weekly cycle. So it's times 2 for the month. You're already making $3,000 just from 2 accounts. And you're probably already doing more than in your full-time job. So remember, small and consistent payouts over large payouts. Because once you do them consistently and you got enough accounts, those will compound into huge numbers you would never believe you could achieve. So if you want to follow the journey, just go to my Instagram and you can see the mini videos, not just the trading wins, but also the losses, the break-evens, everything in between, keeping it realistic to y'all. And if you want to go with one funded, they've been generous enough to give us 25% off discount code if you use 0901 at checkout. All links will be in the description. And on that note, I thank you guys for watching the video.